With Vice President Mike Pence. He's over in Japan. He's headed to Singapore right now. We actually have some new sound from him, I believe, speaking about North Korea. That's one of the main topics that he's addressing. Listen.
President Trump believes his relationship with Chairman Kim is good. As we speak, another summit is being arranged. And as I assured you, Mr. Prime Minister, the pressure campaign will continue. The sanctions will remain in full force until we achieve the final fully verified denuclearization of North Korea.
Is North Korea conning the United States?
I don't think you could actually call it conning. You know, this is a very long process, and for some reason, a lot of folks think that this is just going to happen overnight. You know, let's take example of the North Korean armistice for years ago. That took 2.5 years, 188 meetings. We're only a year and a half into this. When President Reagan was dealing with Russia in the early 1980s, that took us all the way back to almost a decade. So why we think this can happen right away, I really don't know where that fathom. You know what the difference is? The difference is because of the availability of news today and this immediacy. And we're so, you know, we're kind of in tune as to what's going on minute by minute. Well, absolutely. And let's look at the good of this. You know, the missiles have stopped. You know, we got hostages back. The remains are being exchanged. I take these as all good signs. We're still talking, and that's something that we haven't been able to do for decades under any previous administration. And as long as the folks at the State Department and the CIA continue to have this ongoing dialogue, I see that as a good sign. And there's going to be back and forth. You know, just yesterday, you know, they announced that the Pentagon might consider restarting the two operations, Key Resolve and Full Eagle, next year. So we're showing our strength and showing our signs. So I don't think it's a con job. It's just going to be a little bit of give and take back and forth, and that's what we have to do.
And you also mentioned there's a very key difference between promising to denuclearize and promising to disarm.
This whole process, we were looking to denuclearize the peninsula. Never have they ever said they were going to disarm. You know, you can't ask a country to give up the entire ability to defend itself. And I think especially as paranoid as that culture is, that's something we just can't expect.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay.